Until the woman saw the reassembled family photo and the divorce papers her husband left behind, she finally realized that her husband and daughter had left her forever. At that moment, she felt overwhelming regret. No matter how many times she called, no one answered. Just as she was sobbing in sorrow, her assistant called, saying they had tracked the man's location to the United States. She thought he might have taken their daughter on a trip, so she canceled all her work and took a flight to find him. Unexpectedly, she saw a beautiful woman by his side, watching the three of them look like a real family. She furiously tried to rush over, only to be stopped by her ex-boyfriend, who had followed her. He urged her to stay calm, explaining that the woman was the president of their downstream company and had only picked the man up from the airport. The woman suspected an improper relationship between them and felt jealous, unaware that the beautiful woman was actually the man's business partner, to deliberately make things difficult for her. She reconsidered working with the woman's company, but on the condition that she had to drink all the grape juice on the table. Seeing this, the man immediately drank it for his business partner. This reminded the woman of past business dinners, where the man knew she had stomach problems and would often drink on her behalf, even drinking to the point of hospitalization without a complaint from her. Now, seeing him do the same for his business partner, she became upset and started mocking him, realizing the woman was not sincere about the collaboration. The business partner immediately stopped the man from drinking any further. The stark contrast made the man finally see who truly cared for him. Without looking back, he chose to leave. She believed he was just throwing a tantrum, and as long as she counted down from 3, he would definitely return. Sure enough, the man pushed open the door. She immediately scolded him for taking their daughter away, saying that was not what a good husband or father should do. She demanded an apology from him, promising to remarry him if he complied, and even urged his business partner to leave him immediately. However, the man had only returned because he forgot his phone. The woman could no longer hold back and confronted him, asking if he had divorced her because of the business partner. She claimed that she was more capable and attractive than the other woman, and that after being married for 8 years and having a daughter, the business partner had no right to take him away. Hearing her mention their daughter, the man became furious, accusing her of never truly caring for the child and saying she was unfit to be a mother. At that moment, he received a call from his subordinate, who reported that his daughter had not been picked up from school. Panicked, he urgently instructed them to search for her. The ex-boyfriend took the opportunity to belittle the man, saying that someone who couldn't even keep track of his own daughter was unfit to be a father. If they hadn't gone to the school to pick her up, she would have been in danger. It was then that the man realized his daughter was in a woman's car. Hearing this, the business partner became extremely anxious, as the outdoor temperature was minus 30 degrees Celsius. Sure enough, when they reached the car, they found the girl unconscious from the cold. The woman, guilt-ridden, insisted that she had turned on the heater and couldn't understand how this had happened. She was unaware that it was all orchestrated by her ex-boyfriend. He believed that as long as the little girl died, the woman would surely leave the man and marry him instead. Fortunately, thanks to timely medical intervention, the girl's body temperature was restored to normal. However, the doctor diagnosed her with a mental illness. The woman blamed the man for neglecting their daughter, but the doctor explained that the girl's condition had been 2 years ago. Back then, she had been afraid of the dark and wanted to sleep with her mother. But the woman told her she was already 6 years old and should sleep alone. Over time, the lack of love and care led to her psychological issues. Remembering all of this, the man lashed out at the woman, saying she was unfit to be their daughter's mother. Just then, a nurse entered the ward, explaining that the hospital had provided psychological counseling for the child and needed the parents' cooperation. When asked who the girl's mother was, both the woman and the business partner answered at the same time. But in the end, the girl pointed to the business partner and said she was her mother. The woman was utterly devastated.